Deaf children in Uganda are one of the most marginalized groups of people who experience numerous obstacles as a result of their disabilities. Despite the Ugandan government inclusionary education policy, which was approved in 2008, most schools still refuse to enroll deaf children. Kulanu is recognized for supporting a deaf children education project in Mbale, a project that began in 2008 with 6 deaf youngsters and has grown to 8. 3 of them completed vocational training at Mbale School for the Deaf. 5 of them are still in school. Lukato Bernard and Namugabe Tamali attend Kavule Parents School for the Deaf in Budaka District, where they in Primary 3 and Primary 6 respectively. Mlobole Eseza, Njoba Henry, and Lukato Jacobo are all deaf students at Mbale School for the Deaf, where Mlobole Eseza and Njoba Henry are in Senior 3, where Lukato Jacobo is in the vocational department studying carpentry. Through a poem, the children expressed their gratitude to Kulanu for all of the assistance given to them for school. Hey, our dear sponsors. With joy praises to you. We feel so lucky to have found you. You are so kind and true. A lover to the hopeless. The time I was down, you lifted me up. When I was sad, you made me smile. Few words. Your tender love that is so wonderful. Hope that you give to children like us, the deaf. Valueful you name us. We praise you. In the past, the deaf used to cry and suffer. Education laws and the facilitations for us the deaf was not there. On the same note, even feeding. Right now, we have a voice. We are able to study to higher levels. And the professionals we hope to become. With your support, teachers we shall become. Doctors we shall become. And skills like tailoring we shall acquire. For God and my country.
I'm Sister Rose Nelima. I'm the head teacher of this institution, Mbale School for the Deaf. We started as secondary, but I'm happy we have upgraded to vocational level. So we are carrying out what we call a dual curriculum, and we are the only school in the country carrying out a dual curriculum. So senior 1, senior 2 to senior 3, they learn both secondary wing and vocational. By senior 3, they do the DIT. So by the time they finish senior 4, they are having 2 certificates. One of secondary senior 4, then the other one of vocational. So after senior 4, the child can do level 2 of DIT. And then those who go for A level continue, but they have a paper. So that even if they drop out of school, even if they're at home, they can be able to do something to earn a living for themselves.
Mlobole Eseza is my name. This is my sign name. I am aged 17. I come from Namutumba. I go to Mbale School for the Deaf. I am a deaf person. I am in senior 3. I am ready to learn, and thank you so much for supporting my education. A lot of thanks goes to my sister Laura and Mama. May God bless you. What do you want to become in the future? I want to become a nurse and a doctor. Two things. Are you happy of having donors supporting your education? Yes, I'm happy and I love them so much. How was life before you joined the school? Life was just fair. My name is Njoba Henry. I'm ready to get the skills here at the deaf school.
We have Namukose Ruth and then Rukato Jacob. These are old students. They finished O-level and now they are in the vocational wing. Then now we have Henry and then we have Eseza who are in secondary. The challenge that we have with these children, many of them suffer what we call multiple conditions. A child is deaf but has other conditions.
Although Uganda has a number of schools for deaf children, the majority of parents cannot afford or support their children in deaf specialist schools due to poverty.
So if we get a community, a group that sacrifices to support them, we really thank them. So we want to thank the sponsors, the donors who are supporting the community, the Bayudaya community in Uganda, and also them, they extend that hand to see that they identify these children with disabilities and are able to come and they study here in Bay School for the Deaf.
My name is Kateu Doreen. I work as a social worker at Kavule Parent School for the Deaf. Kavule Parent School for Deaf started in 1998 with 8 pupils, and the school has now grown. We now currently have 80 children. The number would be high, but given that most of these children come from very poor families, they are unable to pay the school dues that are needed. And also given the pandemic, which hit us so hard, the parents are really finding it very hard. There are very many children at home, but they are unable to report to school. We also have a challenge of feeding, given that the children do not pay, they pay peanuts. Also feeding becomes a problem. The majority are being helped by their parents. We have some very few, around maybe even 10. But given this pandemic, most sponsors have signed out. They are no longer supporting the children, given that they also lost jobs, they are not working. So that is how we are currently standing. But most of them, it is the parents that contribute something small. We call upon Kulanu and other donors, well-wishers, to come in and support some of our children. And that is through child-to-child sponsorship, because that is key. If at least every child is provided for on a monthly basis, even if it is 50,000, even if it is 100,000, it can change a situation in the school.
Molobole Miriam, the project coordinator, states that the project has given these deaf youngsters hope. My name is Namukose Ruth. This is my sign name. I come from Namutumba. I go to Mbale School for the Deaf. I started from senior 1 up to senior 4. And I joined the course of hairdressing. I thank you all for the support and I'm grateful.
I'm Lovely Miriam, the Deaf Education Project Coordinator, a project which is located in Eastern Uganda in Mbale District. I request that you continue supporting this project so that the students who have not completed their education also complete and be like their friends. In addition, we have so many children in our villages there who are deaf and they cannot afford quality education like for the special needs. The parents are poor, they cannot afford those schools because they are expensive. So some of them end up going to government schools where they don't acquire education. Some of them drop in like primary 2, primary 3, primary 4 because they are bullied, they are mistreated. So others just stay to be at home, but when you look at the child, you see a future in that child. So if there is also any help which can be given to these children, it is my humble request that let's help and these children get what they can. In this project, we work as a team. I'm not alone. We work with Dr. Samson Wamani, who is the supervisor, and Kalema Yosef, who is a technical person. Thank you so much for your support, more especially Mama Harriet and Sister Laura, plus all the donors who have stood with us for the past 12 years to see that this project stands and these children still go to school. It has not been easy, but I'm so grateful that I've started producing. I have a carpenter, I have a hairdresser, and I have a tailor. I'm so grateful. Thank you for the great work. May God bless you. Sheveti ahimu gamu ya hadu kisemeni ataru aluharashi ayoredi aluhazakani aharona sheore